Hello friends, welcome back to automationtestinginsider.com. So this is the second part of BDD framework series, and in the last video we talked about the theoretical stuff like what is BDD, what is TDD, and all those stuff we have seen in the last video. Now today I'll show you how we can set up the first project using BDD, how we can set up the BDD framework initially. So already I have listed down the steps. So these are the different steps to be followed. So we'll see step by step how we can create the first BDD project. So let's get started. So my Eclipse is already open here, guys. So what is the first step we need to follow? Create a Maven project. Okay, so let's create a Maven project, and later on in the second step we have to add different dependencies. Different dependencies like Selenium Java, WebDriver Manager, Cucumber Java, JUnit, Cucumber, JUnit, etc. Okay, so let's create the Maven project firstly. So you can go to file, you can create, go to new, or you can directly go from here as well, project, and select this Maven project. Next, create a simple project. So we'll create a simple project next, and here you can you need to provide the group ID. So I'll give cucumber setup or cucumber project. Give the artifact ID same as group ID. Click on finish. Now our project will be created over here. Here you can see cucumber project, and we got pom.xml. So this is our pom.xml. Just open it. Now we need to add dependencies, different dependencies, okay, as part of to create the BDD framework. So this is to write the Selenium script, and WebDriver Manager is to launch the browser using WebDriver Manager library. So I'm not going to get the dependencies of these two as of now. So as of now we need this Cucumber Java. So let me get this Cucumber Java from Maven repository. So simply you can type on your browser Cucumber Java Maven repository, like that. You can type on Google search box, and you need to just click over here. We need to download, we need to get the dependency from io.cucumber. So just, or simply you can type here as well. Just search with cucumber Java. After opening this mavenrepository.com site, you need to just type cucumber-java, and just click on this one, cucumber jvm java io.cucumber. Don't go with this one, info.cubes. Just go with this one, cucumber jvm, and you can see the latest version is 6.8.0. so just click on this, and this is the dependency. So just copy this dependency, and here you need to just add dependencies tag. It's not coming. Dependencies tag, and inside dependencies tag you need to just put the io.cucumber dependency. Control shift and F, it will arrange the pom.xml. What we are going to do is you just press the control S, automatically it will download the dependencies. Maven dependencies, you can see Cucumber Java 6.8.0, Cucumber core. So these are the different jar files you can download using this Maven dependency. Now what is the next step we need to follow? Create a feature folder in src test resources. So inside src test resources we'll create a folder called features. So what you can do is we can right click over here and new, and here we have other and folder. Click next, and here we'll give the feature, the name of the folder. So features, I'll give features. Click on finish. So our features folder is created, and what is the next step? Create a new feature file. right? So how to create the feature file? Dot extension is dot feature. So just make sure you should have the dot feature extension. So let me create a file inside this. So new file, and I'll give name as feature, or I would better to give first feature dot feature. The extension should be dot feature, first feature dot feature. So this is my feature file, first feature dot feature. So click on finish. Now here you can see you'll get this error, this window. Okay, so editors available on the marketplace. So as soon as you create this dot feature file, so what it will ask you, your dot feature file was open in simple text editor. Okay, so this is the simple text editor. Better editor support is available on the marketplace. So it will show this window pop up. Okay, so show IDE extensions for this file type, and let me install them. So simply what we can do is we can click on OK. So it will showcase this Eclipse marketplace. So manually you can go from help as well. So let me, yeah, from here also you can go Eclipse marketplace. So already it is open. Now it will ask you to install this. You can install this Cucumber Eclipse plugin for to look and feel. Okay, so just install this Cucumber Eclipse plugin. So click on install. I think already I have written that in steps. So let me open this. Yeah, install Cucumber Eclipse plugin or natural plugin. You can install natural plugin as well, and restart the Eclipse. So we need to restart after the installation. So let's have a look. It is installing. Now you have to accept the terms and condition, the license agreement, and click on finish. And you have to see there is security warning, so you have to click on this install anyway. Here you can see installing software 83% is completed. Now it will ask you to restart the Eclipse. Now you'll see the change after the restart. So here you can see the editor. It shows the simple editor, first feature dot feature, and you can see that simple text editor. Now when we restart, it will show you the Cucumber with Cucumber logo. Okay, so just click on restart now. You can see the changes. Now this is our project, Cucumber project. Just expand this. Right now it's taking some time. Setup check. Yeah, so this is our project, and src test resources. Inside that we have features. Now here you can see the file. This logo has been changed, right? Earlier it was normal text file uh, picture. Now it is showing the Cucumber picture. Okay, so just click on this. Now this is our feature file. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll create another feature file, and I'll show you there are default settings already will be there in that feature file. So let me create another feature file and let's say login feature. I'll give name like login feature dot dot feature. Click on finish. Now here you can see default it will show you some settings, right? I mean some the feature file contains already it will show. So these are the you can give the comment like this, like hash and author. You can give the author name, keywords you can mention, keyword summary, feature, a list of the scenarios you can list it down. And here you can see the feature, the title of the feature, title of your feature. I want to use this template for my feature file. So you can use this template when we create the feature file. Here you can see we are going to use the tags as well. So regarding the tags we'll discuss in coming videos, because we are going to see the basic things today. So we are not going to talk about the tags related things today. And this is how we need to write the scenario. So title of the scenario, title of your scenario. And there are different keywords as we have seen in Gherkin language, right? Gherkin language we have seen given and when, okay, and then, right? So these are the different given, when, and then, given, when, and then. So these are the different keywords which we are going to use in Cucumber BDD framework. So given is I want to write a step with precondition. So this given is talks about the precondition, prerequisite you can say, and is some more precondition, and I complete the action. So when is when we complete the action, and then I validate the outcomes. So basically then talks about the outcomes, or you can say the expected result. So this is very good the template, and here you can see the scenario outline. So whenever we go for the parameterization we have to declare the scenario as scenario outline, and here you can see the title of your scenario outline, and here you can see there are three parameters: name, value, and status. So using examples keyword we are passing the different values like this. So we'll see the parameterization later on. Right now we are going to see the simple feature file. Okay, so this is the template. When we create the feature file, automatically it will show you this default template. Okay, now what I'll do, just first feature, just open this one. Now again you can see if I open this first feature, it will show you the default settings. Okay, so let me do one thing. I'll delete this first feature which I have created earlier. One second. Yeah, this one, and rather we'll use this login feature. So we have only one feature file, login feature. Now what I'll do, I'll delete all these stuff inside this. So first thing we'll write feature and colon, feature and colon. So what is the feature we are going to write? Test the login functionality of Orange HRM. So we'll take Orange HRM application. HRM application, okay, and the scenario again writes colon, and what we can see, test the valid login. That's fine. Now we'll write all the keywords. So we have different keywords given. What is the precondition given? User is on login page. So this is the precondition. User should be on login page. Given when user enters user user enters username and password. So this is the second for the when condition. Given when end, so we will write some more condition. When user enters username and password and click on login button or sign button, and then what should be the outcome. So after clicking on login button, what should be the outcome? We'll write what is the expected result. Okay, so we'll write user should land on home page. So this is the simple feature we have created over here, simple scenario we have created. So this is the feature of the application which we are going to test the login functionality of Orange HRM application. Okay, and this is the scenario, test the valid login, and these are the steps which we are going to perform. Now let me try to run this feature file. So just right click and run as cucumber feature. You will see the option over here, cucumber feature. So just click run it. Now here you'll see it will ask you this is the scenario, test the login, valid login, and here you can see the steps which we have written, right? Given user is on login page, so it shows here null, all are null. So undefined scenarios, so whatever scenarios we have written, those are undefined. So we have to define the each and every step, like what we are going to perform action on that particular step, because we have just written the plain English. In plain English language we have written the scenarios, like what are the scenarios which we are going to perform, what are the steps. Okay, so it will throw an error saying that, or you can say the warning. So this is undefined scenario, so we have one scenario and that is undefined, and 4 steps are there, 3 skipped and 1 undefined, because it will check the first step and which is undefined, right? So it will skip the other 3 steps. So you can implement missing steps with snippets below. So we need to write the backend code to provide uh, the code, the script for each and every steps whatever we have written over here. So for that it gives the proper message over here, you can implement missing steps with the snippets below. So what I'm going to do is I'll simply copy these lines of code, okay, which is given. So we have to define each and every steps by writing the script. So let me show you the next step. Create a new feature file, which already we have done. Write scenarios in the feature file, so scenarios also we have written, and run the feature file. This also we have seen. Create a step definition class or glue code under src test java package. Now we have to create the step definition for all these steps which we have written. So we have to define all these steps, right, as we have discussed earlier. So what we'll do, inside src test java I'll create a package called com.StepDefinition. com.StepDefinition, click on finish. So this is the package. Inside that what we are going to do is we'll create a class, create step definition class or glue code. Okay, so simply we'll create a class over here, step definition I'll give, or simply login steps. I'll give name as login steps, and click on finish. And inside that what we are going to do, so these are the step definition, right? So simply copy all the given, when for all these steps we have to copy the, you can manually write as well, but since it gives suggestions, so simply you can copy from here as well. Now put it over here. Now here you can see given when, again it is coming when. So this is the problem I guess with the latest version of Cucumber Java, I guess. So simply what I'll give, I'll change it to and keyword. Now we have to import all these given, when, all these keywords. So given, all these annotations. So given and when from io.cucumber.java and as well, and then so all are done. Now what we are going to do is we have to write the steps, like user is on login page, so simply you can delete the earlier steps which are there inside these methods. So guys, if you see in this login feature, we have this given condition is there, this right, user is on login page. So similarly we have to create the method related to whatever we have written in the given condition. So user is on login page, so here you can see corresponding method is created, user is on login page. So you have to keep this method name like this, user enters username and password, click on login button. So like that you have to define the separate method in step definition. Okay, so now we have to write the actual code, the actual backend code. So what we are going to do is I'll define the WebDriver, and for that now I need Selenium Java dependencies, jar files, and WebDriver manager. Now what I'm going to do, I'll get the dependencies from here, Selenium Java dependencies from Maven repository site. So I'll take these stable version, these are the alpha version, the 4 version of Selenium is all are alpha version. So this is the stable one. Now I'll take the dependency over here from here, and I'll put it over here in my pom.xml like this. And what is the next, I need this WebDriver manager as well to launch the browser. Simply we'll use WebDriver manager. So you can manually download the WebDriver, you can do in that way, you can set up, but I'm going to use WebDriver manager library. So just click on this WebDriver manager, and this is the latest version. We can take 4.2.2, and it will download the this WebDriver manager from this Bonnie Garcia API. So simply copy this dependency and put it over here, Control Shift and F, so it will arrange all the dependencies. Now just do Control S, so it is built right now. Now I think everything is downloaded. You can see inside this Cucumber Java is already we have there, Selenium Java is there, and WebDriver manager as well. So all jar files are downloaded. Now what we are going to do is in the steps file, in this login steps, what we are going to do is first we'll define the WebDriver over here. Why it is giving error? 1 second. What happened? Yeah, WebDriver driver, declare the WebDriver at top, and now WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver. Let's run our script on Chrome browser. Setup like this, and driver is equal to new Chrome driver. So this will automatically set up your driver, so no need to install manually the Chrome driver, and this to launch the browser. Now driver dot get, and let's take the URL of Orange HRM application. So this is my blog guys, automationtestinginsider.com, and just if you see these demo websites, so you'll find different demo websites over here. We are going to see about the Orange HRM. So this is the URL of Orange HRM. like this. And yeah, at top you can write some comment as well, like this. What we are going to write is step 1, user is on login page, correct? And yeah, so it will launch the browser. Let's maximize the window as well. Manage.window.maximize. And in the second method, what we are going to write, user enters username and password. So I have to inspect username and password. Right click and inspect. So we can take this ID as text username. So simply write driver dot find element by dot id and put the id which we got, and send keys will provide the, right now I'm hard coding the values, later on we'll parameterize that. Send keys dot admin, so admin is the user, here you can see, and password is admin123. So similarly for password, driver dot find element by dot id will see what is the id of password. Txt password is the id, and send keys password is admin123. So this is about the second step, and here I'll write some message. What is the message we are going to write? In the first step we have written step 1, user is on login page, and second one is user enters username and password. Okay, so this is the second step, I'll put second. And now this is the third step, click on login button. Okay, so simply driver dot find element by dot, let's inspect the login button. So we have class, we have id, we have name, anything you can take. So I'll take by dot name, and I'll put the name over here, dot click. What happened? Dot final, 1 second, one more bracket will come over here. Oh, something is wrong. Find element by dot name, this is fine, click dot click. So when we click on this login button, user will be logging into the application. So yeah, and here I'll write the steps. Step 3, what I'm going to write here is user is clicking on login button, like this we can write, correct? So this is the third step. Now what would be the fourth step? User should be land on home page. So simply we can give some message over here, user is on home page, user lands on home page, and at the end we'll close the browser, driver dot close. So this is how we can define our step definition in BDD. Okay, so in feature file we have written all these steps in plain English, so everyone can understand, the technical and non-technical people. Basically non-technical people can easily understand these things, right? So user is on login page, user enters username and password, and click on login button, and user enters. User should land on page, and written definition we have written to define each and every steps over here. Now this is done. What I'm going to do is now we can run this feature file again. Right click and run as Cucumber feature. Now it should run successfully this time. Let's have a look. So it will launch the browser, maximize it, and click on, yeah, it will navigate to Orange HRM application, admin, and then password. Click on login button, and then it will close the browser. So successfully we have executed, and here you can see the console as well. Given user is on login page, so this is the given condition. And where is the first step? Where is the first? Yeah, first step is here, test the valid login. So this is the first step. User is on login page. Given user is on login page, step 2 is user enters username and password. When user enter username and password like this, and step 3, user is clicking on login button and click on login button. Okay, so this is how you can write the step definition. Now let's say if you have multiple feature files, and we have corresponding step definitions as well. Okay, so to execute all the feature files, we need to create a runner class. Right now we have only one feature file, so we can easily run the feature file from here. Now let's say if you have multiple feature files, so in that case we have to create a runner class. So for that, what we are going to do is, you can see in the next step, create a runner package class. Okay, so we'll create a runner package in this src test java only. So right click and package com dot let's say runner, click on finish, and here I'll create a runner class. And on top of it, guys, you need to just write a couple of things at the rate run with. So this is the first what you can say annotation you need to write, run with, and cucumber.class. Inside that we have to write cucumber.class like this. And the second thing is you have to write cucumber options. Second annotation, cucumber options like this, cucumber options. And inside that you have to define the feature files. So let me just copy these features. Like this. So do not worry, guys, I'll provide the these steps in the description box of this video. So now here you can see we have cucumber options features. So our features inside this src test resources only features. Let me show you. Here we have features, this features folder, and in this glue code we have to define the step definition. So what is the step definition we have? com.StepDefinition. So com.StepDefinition. So here we have written the same. Now we have to do one thing, this run with @run with, because we are going to run our script using JUnit. So that's the reason we required now this dependency, cucumber JUnit. So just copy this cucumber JUnit and search in Maven repository library. And we need one more dependency, that is JUnit. Of course you need JUnit, but right now I can see this JUnit is coming over here, so I no need to download the jar files for JUnit. So what I'll do, if you don't see this option, you manually can write the jar files. Okay, so JUnit. So this one info.cubes, not this one, cucumber jvm junit. So you have to just click on this one, io.cucumber 6.8.0. so this is the dependency for cucumber junit, and just come back to pom.xml and add the dependency over here, control shift F to arrange. Now it will download the cucumber junit building workspace. 100 unit is completed. Now come to this runner. Now you have to import, just mouse over here and import run with org.junit.runner. Here you can see, and cucumber options as well, cucumber options from io.cucumber.junit. So these two are done. Now what you can do is cucumber.class, what you need to do, you have to just control shift and O. So automatically it will add this io.cucumber.junit cucumber options, sorry, this one io.cucumber.junit.cucumber, and that error will be gone. So this is how you can add the runner class you can create, and there are different options over here you can add. I'll showcase you when we go forward, when we proceed further. I'll showcase you each and everything. So let me just run this. No need to write anything inside this runner class. So simply it will run our script based on the feature file which we have given. What are the feature files are there inside this features folder, and this is the step definition, what you can say, the package. Okay, now simply right click and run as junit test. Some error is coming. What is happened? User is on login page is undefined. Why it is coming like this? Cucumber class and src test resources features. Step definition. Give the exact step definition over here. The name of the step definition, I think it's same only. Now let me try again. Run as junit test. Now that is fine. There was some problem with there was some misspelling mistake, I guess. Now browser is launched. Enter username and password. This is the home page. Now it will click close the browser. So now here you can see, this is the successfully we got we have one test case. Here you can see in the console as well. User is on login page. Step 1, step 2 is user enters username and password. User is on clicking login button. User lands on home page. I think we have not written the step 4 in the comment, so that's fine. And here you can see inside this junit tab, test the login functionality of orange hrm. So if you see this feature file, this is the name of the feature, test the login functionality of orange hrm. And if you expand this, test the login valid login. So this is the name of the scenario, and you can create multiple scenarios inside this feature file. So let me just copy paste this one, and here I'll show test the valid login. Let's say I'll give test the valid login 1, and we have all these definition, the steps already defined in login steps. Okay, I have just copy paste the previous scenario to showcase like we can create multiple scenarios inside a feature file. Now what I'll do inside runner class, simply run as junit test. So it will run the test case 2 times, the login test. So this is the second time it is running. Successfully executed. Now here you can see, if you go to this junit, expand this, and here you can see the couple of scenarios over here: test the valid login, test the valid login 1. So this is how you can set up the first BDD framework project. And going forward, I'll showcase you some more features, some more uh, different features of this BDD framework. We'll learn so many things going forward. So this is all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe it, share the videos among your friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye.